Yo, what's going on guys? It's DefyArts here and I'm bringing you another tutorial, but this time it's on something completely new, something that I have relatively little experience in, and first off I'm just going to get underway. As you can see on the screen is MerK Envy's new background for MLG. I designed this earlier in my when I finished college from about 3 o'clock onwards, and this was the first ever channel background I'd ever made, and I just went for it and I just designed it, and this is how it came out in the end, and he was really impressed with it. He followed me, he added me on Skype, sent him off the stuff, and then he used it on his channel like it is here. So yeah, it's actually quite a milestone for me. I can remember when I started out doing graphics for nothing, and now I'm here with it on MLG playlists and what have you. So this is what it looks like in the end. It actually looks really nice, came out really well I think. And that's basically about it for that sense. What I'm going to be showing you in this video is how I actually went about and made the background. Here it is in sort of Photoshop as it was. You'd have your left side here, you'd have your top bar, you'd have your right side. And this is the template I've got. I was using Alpaca's one, but it was slightly out of date with the old header on the top. I've since changed that. It's like a similar sort of style and layout like this, and this is how the template, I'll include this template in the description. That's how the template looks at the moment. Sorry about that, I was just looking at my Twitter. That's what the template looks when you get it. And first off, I'm going to want to get some of these layers that I've got here. You can use any layers you want really, and I'm just going to copy some of these layers in up to about there. And then I just want to drag those down. I just want to delete that. I'm actually going to go and delete the example and hide those there. That leaves that sort of like that. It's pretty basic as it is at the moment. It's going to be like a minimalistic basic tutorial. It's not going to be particularly like fantastic or anything like that. So next up, you're going to want to add your logo, and you can really add your logo in different places if you wanted to. I mean, there's one I did for Parasite. That's an older one. That's one I did for Parasite with the background, and the sponsors like that. This is sort of like how it would look like on stream. That's just something else, my bad for just clicking on it. And then you want to sort of like, obviously you choose what colour you want it to go for, which worked for you, etc. I always leave my reference mark in the bottom right hand corner, which is my new sort of logo. And then you're going to want to, first off, I find myself always to fill in the top bar here. So saying that I want to get Joe's name plus the MerK text, and just copy and paste that into this new one, and stick that about there, and like make it a little bit bigger up to about here. That should do me perfectly. I'm gonna like change the text to something else. So I want to put that there, and and like that, and stick those there. So that would be sort of like your basic at the top. I mean, that's not exactly brilliant or anything like that. And the next thing that you do is you sort in like your grungy layers here, which is obviously all of these smaller layers, which I haven't actually made any sense of, and I'm just gonna grab all of these and copy these in. Usually you just go for a normal setup and then you just mess around with the opacity. I want to just drag them in and copy them into and stick them in sort of like about there will do me. I think that looks alright. I actually wanted to get rid of that at one point, but it doesn't seem like it wants to work. So something like that we do, and I want to find the Envy logo, which I've got in here, and it's got a bit of a gradient on it, and obviously I'm gonna want to move that over to the left. I think the left looks quite nice just at the moment. It's something I've been working with, and I just want to pop that in like that. So that's sort of like what your top would look like. Obviously it's not particularly great, it's not as good as the previous one here, but that's sort of like your top row, and you can really mess around that as much as you want. So then you've got your left and your right side. A lot of people like to have like a profile image that they've got there. So here's a couple that MerK sent me. They've got that one, an edit there, and you've got this one. I actually really like this one. So what I'm going to do is just drag that in, and I'm not particularly great with photo edits or anything like that, so I'm just going to basically just pull that down to about there and shorten that up until it sort of fits in here like that. Obviously the black screen, when I remove that would be taken up by the actual video. You don't really need to worry about that too much unless you're like a photo edit pro, which I'm evidently not. And I think I'm going to put that on overlay, but then bring it up a few layers so you can actually see it, and bring it up over there and up over there. Okay, this doesn't want to come up. I'm going to stick that on normal again, just leave that on normal, and just drag that down, back down again to about there. That'll do me fine. And then you have that right side, obviously, with, not too sure about the layer on the top. Obviously I'd want to bring that down to about there, and just put that there, obviously with it all crushing off along the top here. That's how I'd just leave it, just for the basic of this video, without getting into too much detail. And then you sort out your sponsors on the right side. You've got this group here with these, and I've got the monster logo, I've got the Astro Scuff and the games, and copy them in, stick them about here. And I just want to shorten this Scuff logo up. It's a bit out there at the moment compared to the others in proportion. And I'm just going to go ahead and enlarge these up and stick these here. So that's really about it towards a tutorial. As a tutorial goes, I mean, it's really quite simple to make. Obviously you can do different things with it, as you can see on the MLG website. If you have a look at all the other pro players and stuff, they've all got something different. But that's what I did for MerK earlier today. He was really happy with it. He was actually really helpful towards me, and you know, this is something that I'm looking forward to getting into. So that's really about it, guys. If you found the tutorial helpful, make sure you leave a like. I'll leave this PSD in the description for you guys down to download. But other than that, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.